Hello everyone, this is Mike from the On the Stack podcast at iceworm.org/magic, back with another deck video. This is a deck video featuring Thopters, which is legal in Magic the Gathering standard format. So let's take a look at the deck. Alright, starting with our lands, we have 10 islands, we have 8 mountains, we have 2 Foundry of the consoles. They tap to add colorless, and you can also pay 5, tap it, sacrifice it, and put 2 colorless Thopters into play. We have 2 Swiftwater Cliffs. They enter the battlefield tapped. You gain in life when it comes into play, and then you can tap it for either blue or red. And finally, we have 2 Rogue's Passage. Taps for colorless. You can pay 4, tap it, and target creature can't be blocked this turn. Into our artifacts, we have 4 Ghostfire Blades. Costs 1 colorless, equipped creature gets +2/+2. Costs 3 to equip. However, its equipability costs 2 less to activate if the target is colorless. So you're going to be playing this on your Thopters and things like that to buff them up. Into the creatures, we have 3 Aspiring Aeronauts, 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1/2 with flying, and they generate a Thopter when they enter the battlefield. We have 3 Chief of the Foundry. It's a 2/3 for 3 colorless. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. We have 3 Ghirapur Gearcrafters, 2 colorless, 1 red. It's a 2/1, generates a Thopter when it enters the battlefield. We have 2 Pia and Kira Nalars, 2 colorless, 2 red. 2/2, when they enter the battlefield, put 2 Thopters into play, and you can also pay 2 colorless and the red to sacrifice an artifact, and they deal 2 damage to target creature or player. We have 3 Reclusive Artificers, 2 colorless, 1 blue, 1 red, for a 2/3 with haste, and it also deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target creature. We have 3 Scrapyard Mongrels, 3 colorless, 1 red. It's a 3/3, and as long as you control an artifact, it gets +2/+0 and gets trample. We have 3 Separatist Void Mages, 3 colorless, 1 blue, for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. So if they have something out that's going to potentially block you, play this, bring it back to their hand, and attack unblocked pretty much. We have 3 Thopter Engineers, 2 colorless, 1 red, for a 1/3. When it enters the battlefield, it generates a Thopter, and it also gives other artifact creatures you control get haste. And finally, in our creatures, we have 2 Whirler Rogues, 2 colorless, 2 blue, for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 Thopters into play, and you can also tap 2 untapped artifacts you control to make target creature unblockable for the turn. Into our enchantments, I have 2 Claustrophobia, 1 colorless, 2 blue. Enchant creature, you tap it, and it doesn't untap during its untap step. And we have 2 Thopter Spy Network, 2 colorless, 2 blue. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact, put a Thopter into play. And also, when 1 or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you can draw a card. And finally, in our instance, we have just 2 Artificer's Epiphany, 2 colorless, 1 blue. Draw 2 cards. If you control no artifacts, discard a card. So you're probably not going to be discarding anything because you're going to have, Thopters out, Chief of the Foundry, and a few other artifacts out as well. So you're going to be getting 2 cards out of this. This is just a really fun, synergetic deck. If there's anything you think I should add to the deck or take away, let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and take care. Thanks again for watching this Magic the Gathering video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on Twitter, hit the button right in the middle. And if you want to see more videos like this, click the button on the right. And if you want to check out the On the Stack podcast, all about Magic the Gathering, at iceworm.org/magic, click that button on the top. Thanks again for watching, and have a good one.